Good morning, everyone. I am KM Kotresh from DS2A section, GM University. Today, we will presenting the concept of virtualization. Virtualization is an advanced technology that allows the creation of virtual version of a computer resources. Instead of using physical hardware, it helps in running multiple operating systems such as Windows and Linux on a single physical machine at a simultaneously. This improves the hardware utilization, efficiency, and flexibility. The resource that can be virtualized include servers, desktops, storage devices, and operating systems. The process made possible through a software called Hypervisor. The Hypervisor runs on the host machine and manage or more virtual machines by sharing physical resources such as CPU, RAM, and storage devices. Each virtual machine operates independently, ensuring that one system does not interfere with another. This provides a secure, isolated, and efficient environment for running different applications on both Linux and Windows platforms. Next, objective. The experiment goal is install, run and compare two operating systems, Windows 11 and Kali Linux, in a virtualized environment. VMware is used as hypervisor to set up and manage both guest operating systems. The experiment observes and records CPU usage, memory consumptions, and process count for each operating system in an ideal state. The collected is the collected data is compared to understand how each operating system's architectures and design affect the performance. The analysis help relate finding to fundamental operating system concepts and perform a behavior. Thank you. Hello.
Hello everyone, I am Manoj DK, a second year student, Data Science branch, GM University. Uh, Experimental setup. It means that's setup needed for this experiment. In this section, we explain hardware and software components used to perform this virtualization experiment. And we have used Windows 11 as the host machine and Intel Core i5 CPU processor, a physical RAM of 16 GB, and virtualization tool. We have used this VMware workstation of 17 Pro Max, 17 Pro, and the guest operating system one we have used Windows 11 and CPU 6 volt CPUs allocated RAM is 6 GB and virtual disk size is 70 GB. And another guest operating system 2 we have used is Kali Linux operating system. Kali Linux allocated CPU 6 volt CPUs of 6 RAM and virtual disk size is 70 GB. And next, I would like to explain implementation steps of this experiment. And the following procedure was followed to set up the experiment using VMware workstation. First step, VMware installation. We have to install the VMware from the official website to the host Windows 11. And second step, Windows Virtual Machine creation. A new virtual machine was created for Microsoft Windows 11 during the configuration of 6 GB RAM and 6 virtual CPUs and dynamically allocated virtual hard disk of 70 GB were assigned. And third step, Windows operating system installation. The Windows 10, Windows 11 ISO file was mounted to be virtual CD DVD drive, and the VM is booted. That means loaded. And fourth step is Kali Linux virtual machine creation. Another virtual machine was created for Kali Linux with the identical resource location to fair performance and comparison with Windows VMware. And fifth step, Kali Linux operating system installation. We need to install the Kali Linux operating system to perform our specific task. The Kali Linux iOS file was mounted to be virtual CD DVD drive in VMware workstation. The virtual machine was booted and the standard guided installation was completed successfully. And sixth step, we have to set integrated development learning environment state observation for Windows first. And the Windows 11 VM was started and allocated to settle for about 5 minutes. It means it takes for a setup 5 minutes to ensure that all the startup process was completed and the system is reached stable ideal state. And the seventh step is another ideally that means integrated development learning environment state observation for Kali Linux. The Kali Linux VM was started and allowed to stabilize for 5 minutes. It will take 5 minutes to standardize, and the terminal was opened and the appropriate command will run. For example, top or htop was executed to monitor the CPU usage, memory utilization, and the active process count. uh, Last step or eighth step is data collection. Performance data including CPU usage, memory consumption, and process count were recorded for both virtual machines while running the web browser to analyze. Thank you.
Hello everyone, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Prasan and today I am going to tell you about the comparison of the Windows 11 and Kali Linux in the VMware. Here in the evolution of compares resources utilization of Windows 11 and Kali Linux virtual machines while both were running web browsers under VMware workstations. Here you can see the comparison data tables. Here the CPU usage is 50 to 35%. Here in the Kali Linux it is running with the Firefox with a 2 to 4% of the CPU usage, and the memory usage of the Windows 11 Microsoft Edge is 2.3 GB, and the Firefox in the Kali Linux is 1.5 GB, and the process count is approximately 139, and the Kali Linux is 235. Here we can see the performance of the Kali Linux here. With the 4 GB RAM, Windows 11 runs slower because it needs more memory and graphics resources. Kali Linux performs faster and smoother since it is lightweighted and optimized for systems tools. And the storage usage, Windows 11 takes around 50 to 60 GB of space after installation due to system files and updates. Kali Linux uses only about 20 to 25 GB, leaving more free space for tools and data. User interface, Windows 11 has a modern user friendly interface with icons, animations, and multitasking features. Kali Linux uses a simpler desktop like XFCE or GNOME, designed for efficiency rather than looks. Purpose, Windows 11 is mainly used for general computing, work, browsing, media, and productivity. Kali Linux is specialized for cyber security, ethical hacking, and network testing. And the software and the compatibility, Windows 11 supports most commercial software and games. Kali Linux supports open source tools like Nmap, Metasploit, and Wireshark used for penetration testing. Resource consumption, Windows 11 consumes more CPU, RAM, and disk resources. Kali Linux is lighter and runs efficiently even on limited virtual machine resources. And we can see security and customization. Kali Linux offers better security control and customization for advanced users. Windows 11 provides automatic security updates and a controlled environment suitable for regular users. In the last statement, I can say about on a virtual machine with the 4 GB RAM and 80 GB storage, Kali Linux runs faster and uses a fewer resources, while Windows 11 offers a better interface and a general usability but performs slower in limited hardware. Thank you.
Stop ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ.
Hello everyone, I am Sharad KP. I am here to explain about the conclusion of our topic where my friend explains overview of our topic. Let's move on the conclusion part. In this experiment, we compare Windows 11 and Kali Linux virtual machine running under VMware, where it performs a similar web browsing workload. By comparing this, we can observe very clearly that Kali Linux is more resource efficient. The main part of virtual concept, it is used approximately 53% less RAM and add 8 to 10 times slower CPU utilization compared to Windows 11 for the same task, where it is time and power efficient. The result shows the difference between a heavy general purpose OS and a lightweight OS. Windows 11 runs many background programs which use more system resource. Kali Linux is minimal, which uses more system resource, where Kali Linux is minimal, so more resource are available for user tasks, making it faster and more efficient. Thank you.